Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Stern here, and today we've got another Earth 2 video for you guys. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down this mysterious thing that they've been talking about called Essence. We're going to see what all we know that are official facts, because we've heard a lot of rumors throughout the community about what it's going to be, how it's going to be used, and everything like that. So we're going to get into it. We're going to explain everything that we know officially as of today's date. And if you guys haven't, you see this beautiful Earth 2 background right here. That is actually an in-game render of what the game background will look like. So let's get right into this video. So the first things we ever heard about Essence is they said Essence is the basis of everything. It reflects the places you own, what's in the ground, and then it also said phase 2 will largely be about adding purpose and ability to your land, customizing it, adding things to it, and using it. So that's kind of just some, I hate to say it, but that's some jargon. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's just kind of explaining the basic terms of it and what it's going to be like. So when I'm looking at this game, I don't like to base anything that isn't like facts or actual statements that the devs say, because with stuff like this, you can promise up to the moon and just say, oh, I'm going to build the greatest thing ever. It doesn't mean much unless there's a plan behind it. So let's look at the facts. Number one question, when will it be available? They recently came out with this new update and said around the middle of February, our team will commence final testings for Essence distribution on properties. So that's good. We know Essence is going to be gathered from our properties. I said, if it all goes well, we would hope to roll out that quickly, which will add gameplay, which will add to the gameplay that is already available. To recap, every property will create Essence over time. So that doesn't, like, even class 4 properties are going to get Essence. So if you want to buy in the US and farm a bunch of Essence for $40 a tile, if you've got the money to do it, you can do that. So Essence boosts on properties will be available for purchase using e-credit. That's huge, and we will break that down more. So now the e-credit, I'll pull up my browser here so you guys can see it for yourselves. We'll go to Earth2. E-credit is not the money that you put into the game. E-credit right here, previously it was just to show your net worth into the game. And if you guys haven't seen this yet, this loaded into Omega City, which is an SHP city, and it was made by an awesome family of people, and they're great people. So if you haven't bought an Omega City yet, go buy there. I'll leave a link for it into the description. But this e-credit right here, it says you can now purchase Essence with this e-credit. So now that's no longer going to be just used to show your net worth. That's going to be an in-game currency of itself. So what does that mean? I have 16,000 net worth of it to spend. Can I only spend that on Essence boosts? Because I'm sure my tile value isn't going to go away if I spend it. I don't think it has to do with selling tiles in order to buy Essence. I think it's just this net worth has accumulated to where now we know it can finally go down, which that's going to be crazy because I know there's people with literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that is game changing the way they said it, because you can't buy it with real world money. You can only buy it with e-credit. So you would have to purchase tiles in order to get boosts. Then at the same time, the Essence is going to accumulate on your land. So Where will we get it from? We've already kind of touched on that. Your land will automatically produce it, and this was from Wolfgang. And then it says they haven't confirmed or denied that classes will matter yet. So class 1 could generate more essence, but they have said previously, Wolfgang said it in the Gen chat, that he doesn't want it to be game breaking, which that's a good thing. I know everybody wants their class 1 tiles to be more valuable and more rare, but if you want this game to be a healthy game for people to actually play, then you can't say, oh, the people who got in early have such a crazy advantage over all the other players. It's good for the game health. And they recently came out and said land income tax will still be remaining towards the classes, but this other stuff might not be affected by the land classes. So we'll kind of have to see how that goes. They also said market value tiles will not affect it. And that was from Shane. So US tiles being $46 will not have a higher impact than, I believe this is Sudan at 80 cents. So one 80-cent tile in Sudan will produce the same amount of essence as USA tiles. So that's a really cool thing, that people coming into this game won't be so far behind. So a big question, why do we even want it? Why do we need it? What's the purpose of it? Well, essence, once available, will be used to upgrade your property's standard teleporter. And I'll do another full video on teleporters I'll probably come out with tomorrow. But in case you guys didn't know the general basics, the game is going to be web-based, meaning if you want to go to your property, you're going to have to put in a domain name to go to that property. So it might be Earth2.io/Stern if I want to go to one property. And then if I want to teleport to another property, I might have to do Earth2.io/Stern2 instead of, you see this link up here where it's the grid F3141, all that nonsense. In later phases, it will be used to reproduce what's in the ground. So reproducing what's in the ground, that means there's probably going to be a finite amount of resources in the world. And once your property runs out of them, like this yellow highlighted property right here, probably has a finite amount of resources in the world. And using essence will essentially like do a refresh. So you get resource refresh on your tiles. So then you can go back in and get more, is what I am thinking. And that will be in the later updates when they implement resources into the game. So this serves one single purpose, and this is from the announcement, that you will be able to hit the ground running that very special day sometime in the future. The day when Earth 2 goes surface and becomes an open 3D world, and over time offers more buildings, materials, and other research possibilities to develop your properties. And that was from the announcement. So, how will it be used? And how will we get it? Wolfgang said in the Gen chat that it will be based on account level. So it'll essentially just be moving numbers, like this E credit. We won't have to do anything to like go and click all our properties in order to get essence. It'll just be moving numbers like this stuff is right now, and it'll just automatically create itself. So Wolfgang said for now, classes will influence land income tax. They won't influence anything on essence or resources, or else this would mess up the game. As he said, they're trying to incorporate new things into the game that would give class 1 tiles more value other than just having land income tax. And I'd like to give a big shout out to all my guys in SHP, Orlymcfly, Pinstripe Tart, and TBY11. They did a fantastic job of compiling all this information for me, and I'm going to link every single one of their referral codes down in the chat. So if you guys want to use mine, that's great, but I'd honestly prefer it if you guys used theirs down in the chat, down in the description. That way, if you're going to buy some tiles, those guys really deserve it for putting in this work. And just as a final wrap up, I think this is beautiful. And you can see down here in the bottom, it says preview terrain system for phase 3. So in phase 3, this is the kind of terrain we'll be looking at. It's kind of Skyrim quality, but Skyrim's a pretty beautiful game. So I think this will be great when that time comes. Anyways, guys, I wanted to get this video out, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did, feel free to give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and I will be going live on Friday. So if you want to come watch my Twitch, I'll put a link down in the description below. And there, I believe we are giving away some tiles for an SHP property. So I got to get the full details, but come Friday and you will be getting some free giveaway stuff from one of the SHP members. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great day and be blessed.